Okay, good friend Dr. Frank sent us a couple of Snoopy harps he bought. Now, the harp I had before, this is a Hobby Lobby mouth harp. I assumed is the same thing as a Snoopy harp. It pretty much is. The one I got from Hobby Lobbies was a bit more expensive than a Snoopy harp, and the alignment was actually all good. The gaps were just big. Crimp was good. Here we have a couple Snoopy harps, and the alignment of them is horrible. This one ramps up in front of there, and it's offset, and it's been the crimp is misaligned. This one here, the crimp is just, it's loose. I can grab it, I can move it around. Look at the gap. Watch. Yeah, the crimp is loose. We have bad alignment. Let's go ahead and we're going to do an overhaul on these harps. See how good we can make these harps. See if we can fix this one with the misaligned crimp. See if we can fix this one that the crimp is also misaligned, but it's also very loose. I'm probably going to take this crimp out, this reed all the way out. We're going to sharpen it up. We're going to see what we can do with these harps. So we're going to give a $3 Snoopy harp a makeover. Let's just go ahead and give a listen to them right now the way they are. I can actually take the reed and move it to it's more centered. Real big gaps, horrible alignment. We're ramping up. This one, another one is, you can even see the frame. The frame is twisted. I would give these harps right now a 0 out of 10 score, or maybe even a 1 out of 10. Here's the Hobby Lobby harp that I adjusted, or what I call the Snoopy harp. It's still not as good as our professional level harps, but we're going to take these two Snoopies, and we're going to head out to the shop, and we're just going to see what we come up with. I might ruin these harps, but they're already pretty ruined, so let's get it going. Okay, so here we have the Snoopy harp. We're just going to start off with the one where we see the reed. If I move it, it just stays. First thing I'm going to do, and I don't have any system for doing this. This is totally improvisation. My plan is I'm going to take this reed out, I'm going to sharpen it, and then I'm going to put it back in, and we're going to tighten the whole harp down. Now the reed's already loose, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get this reed out of here. Eye protection always. There we go. See if we can't just wiggle it back and forth and push it right out the back of the harp. Don't know how well this will work. Oh, we moved it a little bit. Just a little bit of wiggling. A little bit of pressure. I might even take and see if I can't. I might ruin this whole harp. We'll see. Come on. Get out of there. I moved it a little bit. See if we can get this thing moved out of here. Oh yeah, now we're cruising. Come on out of there. There we go. I got it. I went ahead and put the smooth jawed pliers on it, wiggled it back and forth, and pressed it right out of there. Because we're tapered, we know that we'll be able to eventually slide it right back in. Let's get to work on sharpening this. Okay, what we're going to do here is I'm going to head and grind an angle on both sides. Now, I don't know how this is going to work out. Normally, whenever I grind reeds, they're absolutely flat. And I might even be better off to sort of straighten this. So let's just see how it goes with it just like this. Just grinding one side. My plan is to grind another. I'm wearing the end of a glove to protect my finger. Now let's see if I can use these smooth jawed pliers to help here. It's a little bit more awkward doing this like this. Oh! always be careful. This is kind of dangerous doing this like this. What we're gonna do, I don't think this is safe to do it with this bent on here. It grabbed it right out of my hands, could have possibly sliced me. We're gonna heat this up and we're gonna spread it out flat. The good thing about this being a Snoopy Harp, if I destroy it, I'll be out like $4. I can buy Uncle Frank a new one. So, got a torch here. Start it up, we're gonna heat this up and I'm going to try to straighten this right back out. Now, I've never worked with this low quality spring steel. I might end up breaking this, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna wanna flatten right back out. We'll just have to see. Okay, we'll see. There's a little bend left back in. Let's see if we can get that back out. This is all new territory for me here. Just applying light pressure. There we go. Yeah, that's straight enough for me to work with. Now I've got this straightened back out. I should be able to grind a nice edge on here. Let's see how this happens. I'm gonna go till I see a nice sharp edge. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now let's do the other side. I'll go a couple strokes till I have the amount I want removed. Kind of hard working with this little teeny piece. Whenever I do my reeds, I leave them 8 inches long, so you got all sorts of handle. We don't have any in this situation. Now we'll do the other side. So we meet in the middle. I like to take a piece of nitrile glove, cut the end off, and use it so that I can run the reed along and not cut my finger. We're almost there. You can look and see. If you see any glinting off the edge, you know that you have a place where your two angles haven't met. The same applies to knife sharpening, axe sharpening. It's the same across the board. Oh yeah, that's sharp enough to cut you.